guys, Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So today's video, as you guys can tell, we're going to be doing a wow. This video is, I have no words in a way, and there's so much that we're going to be diving into today in regards to Monet that is proving a lot of shit. And first of all, I am deeply thankful to the person who sent me all these documents, but there was so much that I was looking through tonight and I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I need to talk about this. Like, this is insane. So if I look tired, that's why, but like, I'm too excited. So anyways, we're going to be diving into some secret files that were sent to me by some individuals who are part of Monet. Some of the files may be a little bit older, some of them may be new. However, they still hold some weight, and I think it's very important to highlight all of this. And I'm very excited because this is exposing some deep shit. This is exposing stuff that a lot of us, again, we already know, but having that hardcore proof and backing to it just makes it even 10 times better. So anyways, before we wrap up today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below so that you'll be notified of every single video I post. Now, without further ado, let's hop into today's video. So one thing I actually wanted to talk about real quickly, this is in no way sponsored, but I have to talk about this because I genuinely am so excited. So my previous video, I talked about paparazzi and I talked about cheaper jewelry versus quality jewelry, right? Well, a brand sent me a stunning piece of jewelry and I have to talk about it because I'm really freaking excited. Okay, so this is the ring that I have on right now. So here's the dealio. I've always wanted to kind of get a really nice ring for myself as like a replacement of old jewelry that I've received maybe from a past person, just pretty much replenishing, like getting a new signature piece. That was something that was like really special to me. And I've always wanted to do that and get like a really nice high quality piece. But again, like jewelry can be really fucking expensive. So I like never went around to it. There was actually a brand that reached out to me called Lane Woods, and they have Moissanite jewelry, lab created diamond pretty much essentially. So it is quote unquote expensive, but comparison to like the real stuff, but like it looks incredible and it's way more affordable. So I got this ring and it is this gold band. It has these stones in it and it is like, it's so fucking pretty. I'm wearing this every single day. I'm not even kidding. I've been wearing this every single day. I love this. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there because again, if anyone is looking for quality jewelry that looks like the real fucking thing, but without that real price tag, we'll have it all linked in the description below. And I'm going to have the link to my ring because like, this is fucking beautiful. This is in no way sponsored. I have to talk about it because this is just pretty. And I like sharing good finds on here. Anyways, okay, Monet files. There's a lot that I need to dive into. I have a folder right over here that I'm looking at. There's going to be multiple different documents. Some of them are going to be actually directly created by Monet. Some of them are going to be files that are very surprising to you. And there's going to be some that are created by major uplines that we are very used to and know. So that I'll pretty much be highlighting the significance per each. So let's start off with this one. We're going to kind of start slow and it's going to get progressively worse throughout the entire video. So stay tuned for all of it. Market Partner Academy by Monet. So this is a document that was made by Monet and it says it all starts with who you know. So right here, this is essentially a page that is dedicated to finding people that you know that you can share the business with, from what I can assume. They have at least 4 different lines right here that shows you 4 different people that you need to write down. So how it's set up is it says, who do you know, who, ... and then there's a little category. So you put people that you know into these categories. My personal inference from this though is how would you get people to join your business, right? I personally think that this is a step-by-step manipulation tactic and we'll talk about it why. Let's start from the very bottom because who do you know who is beautiful both inside and out and doesn't realize it or believe it when you tell them? So a little bit, on the lighter side, very gross when we have MLMs that follow these tactics of trying to find people that are kind of vulnerable. Like for example, someone who may feel insecure and doesn't feel like they're beautiful. I don't like that. But anyways, again, we have Monet with a document saying, hey, this is how you get people to join you. So anyways, this next one, who do you know who tends to be in the know about fashion, style, and beauty trends? So I think this is alluding to, again, people who are really on brand and trending in regards to people who would have the look. So for example, in Monet, I know a lot of you guys know how there's specific teams or there's specific people who they really embody a very specific look. Honestly, the bigger, higher ups, very specifically into a main aesthetic and vibe. And so I feel like especially that's what people are trying to kind of keep alive is that brand look and culture. And so that's why this is such an important question. So the next one, who do you know who is a serialpreneur still seeking the right business? Again, this is a very odd question, but this is a different category of person pretty much that you're trying to put into a work hard category. But the concept of serialpreneur I think is so weird, because if somebody is like an entrepreneur, for example, I think Monet like messed up on this, because like if they're creating things on their own, they don't really have time for your shit. Like they have time for their own things that they created, and they're not going to invest their time into something that's absolutely not valuable. Nonetheless, even the most brilliant people still get taken advantage of by these types of companies. Who do you know who has mentioned their frizzy, dry, oily, or thinning hair at least once in the past year? A very interesting start right now. We have some questions that kind of focus on products, but when we have some that are more lenient to the business, like for example, fashion, style, and beauty trends, I feel like that's going to still lead into the business concept and aesthetic. And the serial entrepreneur focusing on the business, who you know is conscious about what they put in and out of their body. I don't even think I said that word right. Anyways, next one. He has a gift of connection and seems to know people everywhere they go. You want to know why this question is important? Why it's worded importantly? In my opinion, this is worded because if you know somebody who is maybe a go-getter in regards to people, very bubbly, knows a lot of people, that's somebody that you would want to essentially target from what I'm getting from this, because if they know a lot of people, the potentials for more people to recruit are going to be higher than someone who maybe is more of an introvert, who doesn't have a lot of friends maybe, or is more on the quieter side and isn't going after like connecting with people very frequently. So that's gross. So who do you know who would rather work from home to be with their babies or grandbabies to see those milestone moments? So now we're getting really gross, and we're literally targeting moms and pushing the concept of work from home. And it's absolutely disgusting, because Monet will do all these tangents of, well, you know, don't push these unrealistic claims and these income claims. That's misleading. But yet, why is it on a document here? Why is it saying work from home with your babies? Many people are not able to do that, and that's very unrealistic. So trying to push this mentality of already pre-instilling promoters to think this can help people work from home. This can help people work from home, so I need to tell them that this can. They're essentially setting up some of these promoters and almost brainwashing them already to do the dirty work for them. So Monet can essentially sit there and be like, yeah, I did compliance, I'm doing great, but they're essentially leading on the promoters to do the shitty things. As a regular appointments with their hairstylist, I'm gonna tell you right now, Monet's stupid for this question. Most regular hairstylists are gonna be like, if you bring any Monet products into here, get the hell out. Like, they're not gonna want to deal with that, and that's a liability for them. But it's so weird to me, again, because like they take care of their hair. If they go regularly to a hairstylist, they probably have a specific routine. They probably have specific products. They're probably specific on what they do because they know what the hell they need. They don't need a routine refresh because their hairstylist told them what they did. So again, like, some of these are manipulative, smart, and some of these are just plain stupid. Who would you love to spend more time with? So this is going to be leading into things like friends, family, yeah, your mom, a coworker, something like that. So again, it's filling up all of these gaps, trying to find ways to incorporate people into this business opportunity. Who do you know who admitted has more bad hair days than good? I don't like this one because it's literally judgmental as hell, because imagine finding out that you were put on this part of the list, because that's giving the illusion that person that put you down thinks that your hair looks like shit constantly. And I'm just like, ew, why, stop that. That's so freaking rude. Again, I don't like, that's to me really preying on somebody's insecurities if they feel insecure about their hair. Who do you know who tends to have more month left over at the end of their money than money left over at the end of the month? Pretty much saying, oh, they're run out of money and the month isn't over yet. So even though they could someday have an opportunity where they have way more money than they need for monthly bills. That's exactly what that's meaning. Again, preying on people that you know essentially who are broke. That's what that's getting at. People that you know who are maybe struggling to get diapers for their babies or formula, or people who are struggling to put gas in their car. That's the kind of shit that we're looking at right now. And there's 4 spots there to fill in. Disgusting. And then last but not least, who do you know who is your personal source for wisdom and inspiration? Again, whatever. The point is, this entire document is literally dedicated to prey on multiple types of people. People who are vulnerable, people who, yeah, are lacking money, people who really, really value their hair and are struggling with it, which again, pisses me off. But then even more so, trying to have it to where involving family, involving friends, doing all these things. This is gross. Like, I hate it. I literally hate it. So next up, this is one that was actually created by Victoria Alario. She is a leader in Monet that I believe that we might have talked about. So she is someone that apparently is still in Monet, and actually we have reacted to before, but it looks like she's transitioning more to blogger style. I honestly wonder why. Maybe she's trying to rely on blogging instead of screwing people over for a living. Nonetheless though, this is a Q&A that she kind of made. It's a quiz for yourself to pretty much see how you're doing in your business. So let's see what she would expect you to do. Are you consistently getting no's every single day? You get a point for that. So pretty much that's alluding to, are you asking people and pushing the business? If you're getting told no, then that means you're doing something. That's something that's been preached heavily and rigorous in Monet. Next one, are you consistently getting yeses and producing? Are you consistently getting new VIPs and new MPs every single week? Never go a week without getting a paycheck on Friday. Right there, pushing the illusion and concept that people need to always get a paycheck. Okay, I get that. But then pushing how you need to be getting new VIPs, you need to be getting yeses. You get more points if you do that well. As we know, the Monet income disclosure statement clearly states that most people are not making anything, or if they are quote unquote getting a paycheck, they are paying out more than what they're actually getting back from the company. So that's gross. Next one, are you consistently going live, whether alone or shared? 1 point equals once a week, 2 points equals twice a week, 3 points equals 3 or more times in a week. So first of all, I know this is a point system, and a part of me is wondering, was this turned in somewhere so you could be evaluated? That's what I'm curious on. Or was there a grading scale where it was like, if you had this amount of points, then you're doing good. If you had this amount of points, you're not doing good enough. And right here, it says 1 point for going live once a week, and then 2 for twice, three more times. I'm gonna tell you right now, that is insane to go live that many times a week if you have a life outside of this. Like for example, if I wanna go live 3 times a week, I can, because I can incorporate into my work. If somebody has a 9 to 5 or other things going on, they can't just quickly drop everything and incorporate that. Some people have children, some people have a soccer game to go to. Like they have things that they have to take care of, and that's very unrealistic. I don't like the point system that's being graded on these people, because so many people do work hard in this company. Their value is essentially in a fucking point system created by some scammy top leader. Next up, are you consistently following up every single day? Following up means responding to people that are in your DMs or people you have essentially cold messaged. Are you consistently hosting events? 1 point for once a month, 2 points for 2 a month, 3 points, 3 or more events in a month. This is something I've seen a lot of people talk about, specifically that are in like California or Florida, for example. The bigger teams, they push doing live events where you will create some sort of moment where you have people come down, talk about the business or see products, etc. However, this is so gross, because what is required to create events like this is astronomical. First, you need the products. You have to buy several products, because think about it. If you go into a Sephora, right? If you go into a Sephora and you only have one product to test from like a brand, or like maybe 2, that's really not a lot for you. Whereas Sephora has many. So the concept of encouraging people to have many products for people to try in hopes that they buy it, that's what would be pushed. Not to mention, if you're hosting an event, where are you hosting it at? Are you gonna have to spend money on a location? Are you gonna have to go to a restaurant? What are you gonna have to buy? You have to also create incentives for people to show up sometimes, especially if you're new. Like that will add up. So again, putting pressure on people for that is not right. Next, are you consistently having new conversations and networking to make new relationships every single day? A fun thing that they like to call recruiting people is relationships, or messaging people relationships. It's not building relationships, it's literally leading them down a shitty path. And again, 1 point if you do that. Are you consistently asking for referrals from people who have told you no? I have never liked this concept whatsoever, and I think that's so weird. To me, that's almost like if I had it, like if for me, like for example, my YouTube planners that I have, I love them. I release YouTube planners and I'm very, very proud of that. That's like me looking at someone and be like, oh, would you like to buy one? And they're like, no. And then I keep pushing and trying to be like, okay, well, do you know more people who would want to buy that? Like, if you're good and it sells themselves, why are you pushing so much? I don't like that concept at all for this type of industry. I think it's just really scammy. But next, are you consistently checking on your current VIPs to see if they are satisfied with their product and ready for more yet? So, okay, I do like this. I think if you have customers, you should be taking care of them, checking up on them, everything. Are you consistently watching new training videos or new resources and implementing what you heard? It can be any training video. 1 point equals 3 new training videos per week implementing what you've learned. 3 trainings for 1 point. That's pretty damn heavy. You guys know, we literally have been on this channel and have watched trainings where I've made 2 parts for them because they're almost 2 hours long and there's so much. And again, for me, I'm commenting on it, right? But imagine someone who's trying to take notes and implementing that. That is going to take fucking hours to try and decipher what half of these top leaders are telling you, trying to follow up, make sure you're staying organized. That is insane. And when you're trying to listen to this leader and this leader, I'm sure you're going to get confused. It's going to become overwhelming. So the fact that we're pushing people to go to these trainings, so 3 trainings, maybe each of them are an hour and a half long, you're going to have literally about 4.5 hours out of your entire week dedicated just sitting there and watching trainings, not including implementation. That's a lot of time. Are you consistently researching and listening to new podcasts or some sort of personal development? It can be a podcast, reading, etc. And doing personal development every single day. 3 points for new personal development every single day. Sometimes you have shit to do when you can't sit and listen to something or read something. Again, I know I'm able to sometimes do that, but sometimes that's very all over the place. Also, not to mention, like, no, don't get me wrong, I love listening to personal development stuff, but there are shitty personal development things that exist. For example, anything taught by Monet girls, okay? But what I'm saying is there are a lot of personal development things out there, and that's a very broad spectrum. That is a very broad spectrum that I've personally learned is what type of personal development? Is it physical? Is it mental? What topic? Like, there's so many things. And so it should be a goal of doing it for you, not for a company. But again, this is for the company because it's like they want to create you to this perfect person that will do whatever they want. Next up, are you doing consistently 3-way calls with your upline or by yourself and potentials at least 3 times a week? 1 point. Minimum of 3 potential calls, 4 points for more than 3 potential calls. So either you physically call someone or you host an opportunity call. Again, hours and hours of your time. Next up, are you consistently collaborating with sidelines, team calls, sharing notes, holding each other accountable, going live together, working closely with the sideline every day equals 1 point. It's insane work that you have to keep all these other people accountable or keep doing all these other things for other people. It's just no one can physically keep up with this. Are you consistently scoping out your back office, running your graph, learning the entire resource library, going through your reports, running birthday reports to check in with VIPs, running flagship reports to check in with different people every single day? Again, last but not least, are you consistently telling people in person, face to face, about the opportunity or the products, asking them if they want to try them out every single chance you have? I'm not saying that. I'm directly quoting this fucking document. Any chance you have. So you mean to tell me a grocery run turns into a recruitment aisle? I'm gonna go and drop the mail off is recruiting the mailman when you're dropping off your sample. Like, what? Encouraging that is insane. And this is where 5 points, you do it every single time you are out in public with no shame. So again, brainwashing people that that's normal behavior. And even still, I know other people who are legit business owners and they're not shutting the fuck up about their products. Like, they're not like shoving it down your throat. They're just like curious. They might casually bring it up, but it's not constantly all the time all you think about. And again, furthering my point as well of how weird this is, imagine being like with your mom or your girlfriend or somebody like that and they won't shut up about the business opportunity and stopping to talk to people about that. How weird is that? How irritating and frustrating would that be? With this entire document and the second document that we're going over, a couple of things we can infer. 1, the obsession over Monet is being instilled and trained into people. There is a point ranking system to show your worth in this company and how much you are quote unquote doing. And apparently someone made the point system and what equals what, and that's so fucking gross to me. All of these things need to be done during the week consistently. How the hell are people supposed to get anything done? Like, I literally don't know how anyone is supposed to get anything done or actually be able to do that if they have a 9 to 5, if they have children. Next up, this is a document again that was actually posted up by Monet in 2019. Now, I still think that these things exist still and are prevalent, and I would like to show this off. So this is an overcoming objections chart. Yeah, this is gonna get absolutely vile, I can already tell you. There are multiple aspects to this. Like, they're literally 2 charts. 2 pages for 2 charts. This is so bad. So we're gonna be reading through a decent amount of this. There is a lot though, so prepare. Common concerns and hesitations. I've seen some negative press about Monet. Well, this actually is not surprising. Every disruptive brand has its haters. Next, I don't think I can spend money right now on the business. Your response: well, I hear you. I was in a similar situation when I was first offered the business, so I decided to sell some things that I've been meaning to get rid of. Are you fucking kidding me? So Monet, you are training people to look at someone who says, I'm too poor for this, and you're telling them that they need to go on what? Poshmark or start selling their things in order to buy a starter kit? I want to think about it. Your response, I totally get that. I need to take a few days to process the information I received too. It's natural to feel a little cautious because you haven't experienced the fun and profit yet. Well, you know what, Goofy? You probably haven't experienced the fun and profit yet either. But again, Monet is literally pushing you, according to these documents that I'm reading, to lie to people, to push this perspective. I need to talk to John or Jane about it. You. I totally get that. I wanted to discuss with my significant other as well. Next category. This is a find out more category. Honestly, we could do a fucking Jeopardy on this shit with how much there is. So this is the find out more category that I'm also going to kind of read down as well, because this is kind of like a help to find out more information. So it says, have you seen our clinical studies data? If money was not an issue, is this something you think you would like to do? Again, I feel like this is further pressuring people who do not have enough money financially and making people in an uncomfortable conversation. And no one is required to talk to you about their finances. That is fucking weird. Leave people alone. Next, aside from what we talked about, what other information might you need to know as you're thinking about it? And then next, what questions do you think that John or Jane will have that I can help answer? I know our 1 million plus VIP customers are loving our award-winning products, and I am too. My hair has never looked or felt healthier. I know something about that 1 million VIP. That I think is their entire existence as a company. That's not the current VIPs that they have right now. So again, that's misleading people. Next, something to consider is that many of our market partners earn their investment back and then some in the first month. According to what? Why does your own income disclosure statement prove otherwise? That's literally the best you have. Ridiculous. So here's for some food for thought. Monet offers a 30-day money-back guarantee, and that includes product packs. Actually, bullshit. So this is how it really happens. You purchase the products, but guess what? You have to pay shipping. So if you get a starter kit, that is a very heavy box. All those products are heavy. That in a box and I ship that, that's very expensive. So most people sometimes struggle to pay to send it back. So the next part we're going to be going down. So this is still more common, misconceptions, then understand and relate, find out more, provide more information, and a guide to a decision. So this is still kind of like a flow chart, essentially trying to like get people to like from the hesitations and push them to actually joining. So then common concerns and hesitations. I don't know enough people. Believe it or not, I thought that too. The funny thing is, most of my customers are not even from my friends and family circle. Dear God. Then, can you think of that one person in your network who seems to know everybody? You could start with them. Again, if people don't think that they know enough people, that's okay. Fuck off and leave them alone. Customers who love their experience give me referrals all the time. And I just started with one person who knew one person and grew from there. In fact, we even have a VIP referral program that rewards them for giving those referrals. So you know what's so funny about this I would like to add? These are all fake scenarios. Like, these are all fake scenarios. Most of these people cannot relate to any of these responses. This is all scripted. This is all bullshit. So again, Monet is encouraging people to feed the same information out to give the illusion that they are doing well. And, oh, if I recruit you, you're safe and you're going to be fine with this. That seems expensive. And what do apparently we say according to Monet? Well, yeah, if you're not used to buying salon brand, it can seem like a lot. In what world is Monet salon brand? It never has been salon brand. It has been absolutely trash. Lawsuits on lawsuits, mind you. It is not at all qualified to be in a salon. This is ridiculous. But again, this is a document that apparently was spread around by Monet in 2019. This is how they encourage people to talk. This is how they encourage people to push. Yeah, that is all that I have to say on this. Also, I would like to mention as well, imagine like, you don't want to be mean, right? Imagine you're having a conversation, you don't want to be rude, but you're trying to find an objection to get people to leave you alone. How awkward is it when somebody has a response to your objection and they don't take the hint, right? They have a literal response to every objection. All right, guys, this is another document I'm going to read off to you. Actually, that is called this is gross. The Monet Bible. It talks about a lot of basics, and it's pretty much like a starter document for a lot of people who are joining Monet. So we go through like retail, VIP, market partner. What are the benefits for you with market partners? And I actually really wanted to talk about some things at the very bottom, because a lot of the things we've already discussed throughout this entire document, but there's a couple things here that I was like, I really wanted to read off pretty much. So again, this is about getting around no's. These are all objections. For example, I don't have the money. Your response, I completely get it. No one joins this because they have money. They join this because they need or want more money and time freedom, aka you're preying on vulnerable people. We do everything from social media. My upline had to sell stuff to get money, and other top earners had to borrow the money and even had garage sales to be able to join. Imagine if they let the money get in the way. In 5 months, they created 5-figure monthly incomes and started in January. You have 30 days full money back guarantee, so you can literally try the products and business risk-free. No other company ever offers that. And this was apparently, this was the same individual that we reacted to earlier that created that original document. So you're telling people to sell things, borrow money to start this company. But again, this is the shit that they claim they don't do or they don't spread around. These are the actual documents that get pushed around in these Facebook groups or through these group chats. This is what happens. Everyone is doing it, but your response is, no one is doing it. You'll actually be the first in your area to start. We only have 30,000 market partners between the United States and Canada. We only have 7 people at the top rank. That means the market is wide open and there's lots of room. That is a shitty response to this. Another response is, I don't want to bother people on Facebook. And then what you say is, you would be a business owner. Social media is the wave of the future. We live in an e-commerce society where everyone wants to order online and get it shipped to their house. Stores are closing down. I get you don't want to spam your friends, and honestly, I don't either. But our training teaches you the right way to work your business from social media and be successful without even asking family or friends. But think about it for a moment. Do any of your friends pay your bills? Come on. Again, the objectives are so bad. So this is another thing that I wanted to read off, and this is at the end. That was recommendations. That is about if you're discouraged. Again, this is a lot, but buckle up with me. This is what you need to read apparently if you were discouraged. It says, I hope everyone is having an amazing Sunday, and I wanted to take the time to say this because I feel it's extremely important for all of you. Some of you write to me personally and ask me for advice on what you can do because you feel you are not getting enough market partners or VIPs, so you get discouraged. Being discouraged is completely normal. If this was easy, we would all be millionaires. Your mindset is what will set you apart. Whenever you're tired, learn to rest and not to quit. Remember, when you quit, the only person you're quitting on is yourself. I will continue to push through and grow my team because there are endless amounts of people in this world. 10 no's means nothing to me. I just wanted to tell all of you to remember how many people have told you no and how many haters you have to prove wrong. I have passed a lot of hard times and discouraging moments to get to where I am now. Don't give them the satisfaction of proving them right when they tell you you can't do it. So right here we are instilling the brainwashing, ignoring the haters, push through, don't listen when they say you can't do it. Now again, if we were going about, like, let's say if someone wanted to start their own business, actually start a new job, create something for themselves, YouTube channel, yes, ignore those assholes. But this is different. The haters are not haters. They're saying this is an unethical business with literally 90% or higher failure rate. This is not even a good opportunity. This is not even remotely close to a great opportunity. Literally trying to brainwash with inspiration and make people think that this is possible. If you're having trouble getting MPs or VIPs, reach out to your upline or me and I will send you what works for me. But remember, you all have to find your secret sauce. My biggest advice on growing in this business is focus on your team. When I first started, I didn't even care if I sold hair products. I wanted to tell everyone how rich they could be if they just joined me in this. You have to believe in the vision and believe in yourself and what you want. Be positive. If you think you can, you already are halfway there. The mind doesn't know the difference between what you tell it and reality. Feed your mind and grow it. Difference though, if you're feeding yourself false reality, you are literally running around with a false narrative about life. You're pushing it onto other people and it is causing harm. And it's even worse if your dream is dependent on people to literally build you up to get to that point. That is a problem. That is an issue. You have to believe in the vision and believe in yourself and what you want. Be positive. If it takes you a day to get an MP or a month, you both still got an MP. If you hit MMP in a week or in 2 months, you both still hit MMP. Success is not measured by how long it took you to get there, but by how you got there. I personally think that this is trying to get people to believe that as long as they just stay in, then that's good. And trying to make people think, yeah, like that's positive, that's good. Just have the faith and it will happen someday. But the problem is we have people who, and again, you guys are going to see the proof in this here soon, who are people at those ranks who are not making as much as they claim they are. Please don't let yourself down. Those who stick with this company and understand the vision will be living their dream lives. The only people who don't succeed in this business are those who quit. Save it in your notes and read this whenever you need a reminder that you can do it. There are millionaires in this company from every different points in life, and they are just like you. The only difference between you and them is their mindset, and they never gave up. If one of them would have gave up, none of us would be here now. So again, making it like you owe somebody something pretty much in this paragraph is horrible. Tell your story. You have magic in you. Believe in yourself so everyone else can believe you. Toughen up. Build thick skin. Toughen up, Buttercup. Your first 5 years of network marketing, if you're on the right path, should be uncomfortable. Painful at times. You will want to quit almost every day. You will feel stupid, get rejected, be ridiculed by those who love you the most. You will be laughed at. You will fail repeatedly. You will question whether you are cut out for this. If this is really for you, you will feel weird. You will feel insecure. You will feel like people are judging you. You will try to downplay it to hide what you're doing. You will start slowly disappearing. You will stop showing up. You'll make excuses. You'll start slowly quitting. The good news is if you're not through most or all of this, you will never be successful. If this is you, great news, you're on the right path. Period. Don't quit. Don't make excuses. Don't let average people who have bought into the work for someone else and help them build their dream for 40 years plan make you feel inferior. Don't listen to the critics with no credentials. Don't worry about what people think. They aren't you. This isn't their life, their path, their calling. The called are the ones who understand the calling. Your spouse, parents, family, and friends don't see what you see. They don't know what you know. They don't have the fire inside of you. Stand tall, stand proud, keep going. I cannot fucking believe what I'm reading right now. This is in the Monet Bible. So write what I'm getting from this. We are already degrading family. We are degrading anyone that is critiquing this business. We are degrading people that have 9-to-5s and calling them average basic people. Going on to normalize that this whole journey of being in this company should be painful and you're going to be laughed at and you're going to feel stupid. It's going to be super duper miserable, but that's fine because you'll succeed. Why would you ever push someone to feel mentally okay with being treated like shit, for literally not doing good, and for feeling miserable for at least the first 5 years? This is truly brainwashing. This is disconnecting people. This is acting as if Monet will give them everything. Monet is a fucking pyramid scheme. I fully believe that. Do I have other proof to continue with why I believe this? Absolutely. I fully believe Monet is a pyramid scheme. End of story. There's proof here already. I'm helping families earn income. You are providing great products or services too. You may also be creating entrepreneurs. It's noble, it's honest, it's rewarding. Remember this, when you get to your goal, whatever it is, you won't remember all the failure, ridicule, or rejection. You will simply smile and say, I did it. And it will be one of the best feelings you'll ever have. And when you do, you'll understand why I will spend the rest of my life helping others feel that way too. Again, even top leaders are hopping out now. Even top leaders have to bust their ass and don't have true time freedom with this company. So what the hell are we doing preaching this? Because we want people to stay in for as long as we can. That's exactly why Monet, which I'll pop up over here, was doing this whole thing of trying to have people essentially claim their lives and proclaim their lives for Monet. Hashtag Monet lifers. They're in it for life. This is a fucking cult. This is not normal behavior. This is alarming. This is scary. This is absolutely wild. And I thought it was wild when I saw the top leaders doing hashtag Monet lifers. But seeing Monet post this and push people, you are literally proclaiming your obsession and life to a company that does not give a fuck about you. Be bold. Break the mold. Go get the dream. It's waiting. So tips on getting started. Post every single day. Not all day, but every day. Post at different times of the day. Post with a purpose. If you want market partners that day, post about the business. If you want VIPs that day, post before and afters, etc. Having a sharing environment in your social media. Share what you love and why you love it every single day. What are 5 things that make you you? Combine them with the business. plan to talk on your stories, go live, follow successful girls in the business and look at their highlights, look at how they started. I would also like to add that is pretty much why a lot of top leaders in Monet have such a big following. It's mainly Monet girls. It's not actually people that really give a fuck about them. Talk to people about it without being salesy. Share it over coffee. Share it over lunch. Just share it. No doesn't mean no. It just means we're not right now. No's turn into yeses. Do they? Do they turn into yeses? If this was in any other situation, it would be violently alarming. So in what world is pushing someone to continue on like this and say, well, if someone says no, then that's going to turn to a yes? I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm literally sitting here, like, I'm gonna be absolutely honest. There are two potential things that are gonna happen with Monet. I'm calling this shit right now. Either one, Monet is gonna get in some serious shit and will crumble because they are a pyramid scheme. Or two, they will have a downfall like LuLaRoe and never be as popular as they used to be, and they may go out of business. It's one or the other. Either way, they are falling apart, and I cannot wait to witness all this. It will go out of business, or it will still exist but never be what it once was. And good. I'm absolutely disgusted. There's a little bit more in regards to that, but I'm going to move on to the part we've been waiting for. This is the part I really wanted you guys to see. This is actual commission reports. And I'm excited because this is big. First one, okay? First one, market partner right here. It is from 2020. Pay date. They're not going to say it. This is a minimum commission payment amount of $10. If earnings are any less than $10, then this will be withheld. So right here, this is clearly it looks like a weekly commission earnings summary, okay? $69, right? Retail commissions right here. Now look at this. Every single one of these commission checks are going to show where someone got this money from, and it categorizes the percentage. Okay, so this person, retail commissions. Okay, $69.20. Not worth it at all, but let's keep going. Like, I'm not even fucking around, y'all. I could legitimately cry because this is such a big deal. This right here proves it's a fucking pyramid scheme. Like, I'm fucking shaking. This is insane. 2020. I believe this is 2020 as well. This is one of them. Career title, Associate Market Mentor. Paid as title, Managing Market Builder. Total personal purchases was 196. Total retail and VIP was 686. Total group volume, 7,382. Total DV, 7,382. Total overall OCV, 4,525. So real quickly, I'm pulling up the income disclosure statement so that way we can see ranks, because ranks are important for what we're talking about. Paid as title is a managing market builder. Now, if you guys can actually look at this and see managing market builder, that is 1.02% of participants. The median annual gross earnings is $8,138, which is not good at all. This is unilevel pay, $339.55. That is from recruitment, having a team. Unilevel pay is what you get if you have a team. Over to the left, it shows levels and generations and some money that was made off of that. In total, it goes to show you group volume bonuses was $90.51. $339.55 was unilevel pay. Add that up, total net earnings, monthly commission earnings summary for that month for this person, $409. That's a low fucking check for a month. But second of all, I would like to also talk about where did all this person's money come from? Recruitment. I don't see any personal sales bonuses. I don't see any additional nothing. So right here, just from this pyramid scheme right here. Next one, we have another one. It gets worse, y'all. It gets fucking worse. We are going into this third monthly commission statement, y'all. This is somebody, it has a $180 in personal purchases. Total retail and VIP purchases is $626. Total OCV is $3,322. Total group volume is $5,789. The career title is Associate Market Mentor. Your paid as title is Associate Market Builder. Associate Market Builder is 1.59% of people that are in the company. The median for that was $3,885 yearly. That is not good. Monthly commission for this individual was $236.16. Monthly. Going over it, unilevel pay, $236.16. There is no other information about any other sales or sales bonuses. And again, we can clearly show that she made mainly money from recruitment and having a team. Therefore, without any other additional main money and the fact that majority of her income was from recruitment, that is what's showing and representing a pyramid scheme. Another one that I'm going to show you, the fourth one that we have. Its career title is Associate Market Mentor, but then Managing Market Partner. 3.78% of the company is at this rank. The median every single year is 1,815. Right here, it shows that the total personal purchases was $260. Total retail and VIP was 137. Total group volume was 6,755. And now let's go on over here. It shows statement totals in regards to unilevel and generations, which are showing that there is money that was made on each level. Now, going over here as well, unilevel, $166.45, totaling to $161.94 that month for somebody who is a literal higher percentage of the company. Yeah, and then again, like I said, all that money was mainly made off of a team, not from actual legit real sales. Now, let's move into this as well. I would also like to mention how much of those sales were actually from external customers here, okay? Because the real VIP and everything is very minimal. So this is another one here I'd like to show off as well. This is paid as title Managing Market Builder. Managing Market Builder is 1.0% of participants in the company, which again is a very rare rank to hit. Again, I would like to say there's $537 this person bought in personal purchases. Right there, $537. Again, I would like to mention as well how every single one of these people spent money every single month that was ranging from 100 to higher. Again, don't tell me that doesn't add to ranks for one, and don't tell me that there's no inventory loading when we literally see people buying a lot of money in products. When Monet literally has promoted how their shampoo lasts a while, this is ridiculous. This should not happen at all. But anyways, right over here it shows $625.73 was made unilevel pay. Group volume bonuses, $110.83. Generation pay, $58.59. Personal sales, $102.33. So, okay, we have a personal sales bonus. Okay, but again, does a part of me wonder, was that personal sales bonus received because there was so much money that was spent from personal purchases or personal sales? Just saying. So now then, going all the way down, VIP customer acquisition bonus. They got a $60 bonus. In total, $944.84. Majority of that money was from recruitment. This is everything you need to know about this company. When these documents physically prove to us that people at all these ranks, even the higher ranks, even at the 0.02 or the 0.50% of the company touches these ranks, these are the numbers we could be looking at. And that is very similar and replicating more of the median annual gross earnings. We look at all these, we can infer very clearly that majority of money that is made if you are growing in this company and if you are hitting high ranks, it is due to because of recruitment. You cannot hit those ranks without those teams. Your team hit all those numbers, so therefore you grew. It wasn't your personal sales. It wasn't just selling products. And again, I would love to know, this is it. This is exactly how Monet runs, but everyone needs to see this. So I recommend you to please, if you have somebody that is interested in Monet, if they are in it, please have them look this over. This doesn't get any better when you get higher. That was it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I have a lot of emotions built up, but yeah, that was it. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Stay glowing, my beautiful queens. Love you. Bye.